Hello Internet, my name's Ori, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you a rundown of what's been going on inside the Big Brother house over the past 24 hours. If you don't want to be spoiled before Sunday's episode, click off now. This is your spoiler warning. Alright, everybody still here? Let's get into the video. At the end of the premiere episode, we were left with two big questions. Who was HOH Cody going to nominate? And what was the safety suite? And how was it going to work? Cody was really struggling on who he was going to nominate. There weren't too many options this early in the game. Janelle and Kaysar were two big targets on his radar. He also had Kevin and Keisha, potential pawns that he was thinking of, but he didn't know what he was going to be able to do until after the safety suite competition. The competitions around the safety suite and the secret rooms seem to be similar to the camp activities competitions we had last season. You only get to play 1 week and you get to choose whether you play or not. The winner of the safety suite competition gets safety for the week and the ability to pull one player into safety with them. Janelle and Kaysar, both feeling that they might have a chance of actually going up on the block, chose to play in the safety suite competition. Kaysar came away with the win and he chose Janelle to be safe for the week with him. That pretty much threw Cody's plans for the week right out the window, and he's stressing. Now, it's still very early in the game, but this is when you can start to tell what kind of alliances are being formed and who's playing with who. So to help with that, I created this little chart right over here. So as you can see, there's actually a lot going on in the game already. So let's kind of break it down group by group and talk about the different factions that are forming in the house. First up, the biggest power couple that I think right now is Cody and Nicole Francel. They've pretty much both said to each other they're 100% ride or die until the end, and that they're going to tell each other everything. Now, right below those two, you'll see the trio of Cody, Tyler, and Enzo. The reason I feel this one isn't as strong as an alliance as Cody and Nicole is that Nicole is aware of the trio, but the trio is not aware of Cody's deal with Nicole. Just below those three, you have Ian and Nicole. And once again, Cody is aware of the deal with Ian, but Ian isn't aware of the deal with Cody. Now, in the bottom corner, we also have Tyler's quartet of final twos. Just like in his last season, Tyler keeps writing checks that his butt can't cash. Now, before we talk about the middle of the chart, let's move over to the other side where we can talk about the second big power couple, Janelle and Kaysar. Now, these two have a unique bond from playing twice with each other, so it's not too surprising that they've decided to team up here. They had been trying to keep their distance, but the rest of the house was already onto them from the get-go. Now, just below them, you see the trio of Janelle, Kevin, and Memphis, as well as the duo of Keisha and Memphis. You really could just group all of these guys together, but I wanted to keep them separate just to give you a better idea of who's really tight with who. Down towards the bottom of the chart, we have our third big power couple of the season, Danny and Da'Vonne. Now, while I don't know if Danny is 100% committed to this duo, I know that Da'Vonne is. She actually spoke to the live feed cameras when she was in a room by herself, saying how much she was trying to make this happen because she knows this is the alliance that the fans want to see. Da'Vonne also has a really good friendship with Bailey, but the problem is nobody seems to want to have her in the alliance with them. Just below Danny, you can see the trio, Danny, Nicole Francel, Christmas. This trio is kind of a little girls alliance that's going on. Again, you could probably put Da'Vonne in there with them, but I don't think she's fully committed to those four, but she's willing to work with them. Finally, in the middle, you have David, who not only does everybody take some sympathy on him for the way his season turned out, but everybody genuinely seems to like David. And that does it. That wraps up the alliance chart. I know. You see her. She's down there in the corner. All right, let's talk about it. Poor Nicole Anthony. She is kind of become a little bit of the house pariah right now, and especially Nicole Francel. Right now, we got the war of the Nicoles going on. She does not want anything to do with her at all. It's going to be interesting to see how Nicole can make it through this season. The one thing that she has going for her this week, it seems like Cody really likes her. Or, well, he just doesn't want to waste his HOH. And that does it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this update on what's been going on in the house, as well as how the alliances are shaping up, giving you a better idea of what the dynamic is like in the house right now. If you did like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. I was going to live stream the past 2 nights, but internet and electricity have been a little spotty in my area the past 2 nights. But I promise you, I will be streaming this Friday night and this Saturday night, watching the live streams along with you guys. So if you want to check that out, please come on and hang out. You can also follow me on Twitter at Ori Streams as well. Expect the unexpected, and good night, house guests.